right now. YouTube is broken. Why is YouTube broken? Alright, let's okay. So let me just check on the stream first. See if it's working. Okay. Good. What am I doing today? I guess I'll there is this game that I wanna try. I actually asked Gemini about it, but I asked Gemini about it in another fucking... Yeah, okay. So anyways, I'll ask ChatGPT. Aladdin 3D game. Top 10. I will remember its name. I'll remember it. If I saw the name, I'll remember it, okay? What? I'm checking whether there were actually enough to rank, and if not, I'll give you the closest good 3D games with that same vibe. Wow. Oh my god, just answer that question. Why talk in Arabic? I did not ask of you to talk in Arabic. I don't remember asking you to talk in Arabic. Jesus. Alright, so this is Aladdin in Nazira's Revenge. Was that it? That's probably it. Play online? You can play it online? Well. Okay. Full screen? I guess. Play now. What? This looked like it had some sort of a... It's downloading the game data. I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest. But let's just wait and see. Let's just... أي بهذا الريف؟ Alright, can I just skip these things? So this is can you just go? Okay, we're done. Okay, start game. Kinda curious what this game is even about. Checking memory card. Please do not. No Aladdin saves on memory card in memory card slot 1. Would you like to create one? Yes. What is yes to you? Did I just click X and it was X? Right, new game. This lot. What are you talking about? You want me to name myself for 3 fucking... Okay. Save complete. Good. Are we done here? Asraba. Okay, hold on a second. The shaders disabled. Jesus. Alright. This is for jumping. This is for crouching. How do I attack? No, hold on. Fuck. How do I attack? The controls are beyond horrible. I'll just say that. You can't change them, right? Because that's freaking ridiculous. Okay, the keyboard. W, left and right. Okay. Select with right shift. Select with enter, I guess. Start, or maybe select with, I don't fucking, okay, right shift. Okay, fine. What is this? Z, X. This can't be A. This should be, I guess, Make this Z, X. Alright. Left top shoulder Q and E. Left bottom shoulder R and T. I guess that's fine. Okay. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Try fine. What? Oh my god. Alright. Hello.
Well, you activated a G information point. These are a great source of information, so do not ignore them. Did you know that coins are the main currency in Agrabah? Coins can be used to complete many different tasks, and might be useful in buying a thing or two.
Information.
You can get a pressing L1 on the control. This can help you any one of your
Wow. L1. I don't even know what L1 is. Where is it? It's Q. Okay. You can have a good look around with Q, apparently. Can I kill these sheep? No. Okay, no, hold on a second. The controls in this fucking game are horrible. So, I'm gonna replace Z and X. Wow. Yeah, the game is kind of weird.
Checkpoint! Yeah! Ow, this isn't just any joke. Master, you can draw your... Now, did you know you can use card? Hey Al, just already. There's a guard down there. Press circle to block his attack.
The game is stupid. I'm done. Game's freaking weird. But here's a question. Very important question, actually. You might be wondering. Can Muslims believe in evolution? I don't freaking know. Alright, in Nazira's Revenge. How? There's no how. There's PlayStation 1 soundtrack, walkthrough PC, PlayStation 1 long play, Revenge, and not Revenge gameplay. What about mouse? UI for hire how? Troy Baker, higher weapons. Trailer reaction cost. Alien War best guns, best outfits, that's my video. Alien War how to get all outfits. Alien War unlock all outfits. This is my video. 5.7 thousand views in 2 freaking years. That's...
Yes, welcome to a lovely...
That's...
world of weapons. Like the bar, it's BAR, but I like calling it the bar. By the way, I actually like this scene. You know, I think I'm gonna... Next outfit, the Sword of Justice. This one has a really cool name. I feel like Batman or something. That should be the name of Batman. I actually dislike how we are in...
The Sword of Justice. Best outfits. Anywho, that was Alien War for you. Yeah, okay. This is my second channel. I think I stopped, yeah, a year ago. I stopped a year ago. When exactly did I stop? March 27, 2025, yeah. That actually is a long time ago. So March 27, 2025 is when I gave up entirely on this second channel thing that I was doing. I started this in when April 24, 2023, and I continued it into April 24, 2024, and then I kept going, and March 27, 2025 was the day where I gave up entirely on the second channel, not on everything. Am I seeing this right? Someone just saying, just playing Grand Theft Auto 5, okay. No, of course I don't. I don't blame myself in the least about that. I mean, how could I? How the hell could I? طب أنا عايز أسأل شات جي بي تي سؤال. أرقى 10 أحياء في مصر. Let's see. دي قائمة تجيب أرقى التجمع الخامس. أوكي، التجمع الخامس ده هو المكان اللي أنا بشتغل فيه. alright. من أرقى وأغلى المناطق في مصر مليانة كومباوندات فخمة ومدارس دولية مناسب لهدوء الحياة الراقية. الشيخ زايد. أوكي. 6 أكتوبر بعض مناطق الزمالك معادي جاردن سيتي 8 كومباوندات هليوبوليس مصر الجديدة مصر الساحل الشمالي العاصمة الإدارية الجديدة This is not a real list at all. This is not a real list. You traveled to ancient Egypt? Should I just play mouse for hire a little? Did I mean, no. They actually... The superhero can derail. Hey, Prescient. I'm doing
Which
well.
superhero can actually derail
I just...
the unstoppable GTA 5 train? First up, Batman. The Dark Knight's got gadgets, brains, and the Batmobile. But no luck. Missiles? Nope. Grapple hook? Nope. The train doesn't even flinch.
Yeah, right. I'm guessing Superman's the one that's gonna be able to do it? Where's Superman?
Do I even need to say it? Bro sneezes and the train explodes. Train gets derailed. Now, Superman. Yeah. Do I even need to say it? Bro sneezes and the train explodes.
Okay.
Spider-Man's turn. He tries his classic move, webbing the train, pulling it back.
One Piece?
Explodes. Spider-Man's turn. He tries his classic move. You'd think it'd work after that iconic movie scene, right? Nope. Right? Movie scene, right? You'd think it'd work after the train, pulling it back. You'd think it'd work in New York.
No, it
The
didn't
Hulk.
work.
And oh boy, the train never stood a chance. Hulk smashes...
Alright, is there a place on the internet to watch One Piece? I mean, is there a website or something? I might give it a shot.
straight through it like it's made of Legos. Total destruction. Which superhero
So basically it was the Hulk.
can
Batman couldn't do
actually
it.
derail the
The Superman obviously did it.
unstoppable
Iron Man did it.
GTA 5 train?
Spider-Man couldn't.
First up,
Have I watched Breaking Bad? Yes, I have. I have watched Breaking Bad. And I watched El Camino, and I watched 3 seasons of Better Call Saul, and I never started season 4. But I guess I will sometime. I don't know. 9 Anime and many other pirated websites. Is it illegal to check them on the freaking stream? I don't fucking know. Okay, let's see. The server is down. Holy shit. I think Breaking Bad. I like Breaking. Did you watch Better Call Saul? My problem with Better Call Saul is that after Chuck killed himself, I just kind of was done with the show. I don't know. I mean, it felt to me that the whole point of the show was the war that was happening between Jimmy and his brother. But after the brother dies, I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm gonna watch anymore. I'm not interested. I don't know. Maybe he'll find something else. He obviously is trying to make money and shit. But yeah, Chuck's death kind of made me stop watching Better Call Saul, but I might go back to it. I might. Okay, I think I'll play maybe some Lars Bar. Should I play Lars Bar? Better Call Saul season 4 is really good. Might even be better than Breaking Bad. Really? Better than Breaking Bad? Okay. After season 4, so you're saying beginning of season 5, it actually gets so good it's better than Breaking Bad? That's crazy. Okay, maybe I'll go back and watch. I mean, when was the last time I watched Better Call Saul? About a year and a half ago? 9 Anime. What? What's it called? 9 Anime? Okay, there is yeah, that it's not working. Apparently season 4 onward. Okay. I guess the major downbringer from the fact that I'm 9 Anime TV. Yeah, it's now working in my country. Apparently they banned it. That could be work. This one works, I guess. Anime. Hold on a second. MovieBox. How did I not think of that? Obviously One Piece will be on MovieBox, right? Okay, can you just for a second now? One Piece is in MovieBox. All the seasons? How many seasons are there? Watch online, let's see. Holy frick. All the seasons are here. Okay. It's just... What? No, hold on a second. Is this all one season? Like One Piece is one season? One Piece is one season? Is that a joke? Season 1. The number of episodes is 1,158. Is there a season 2? I don't think there is a season 2. Is there? That's... What is this? Are you kidding? One Piece season 2. Sorry, season 20. Season 2. They say here that One Piece has 22 seasons. I'm kind of confused. Why are they saying that One Piece has 22 seasons? Alright, One Piece live action. You know, obviously I won't be able to watch One Piece on stream, but I might be able to see some pictures, but I just... Can you tell me what it's about? Like, I know it's about a pirate, but what is, like, One Piece, what is it about? I know it's about a pirate, but what the hell is he doing? He's collecting treasures. One Piece is long running. Long story short, One Piece doesn't work conventionally. It has arcs. It has storyline, for example, like okay, okay, it's about power, but not in a typical dark pirate way. It's more about dreams, friendships, and chasing the impossible. Okay. At the center is Monkey D. Luffy, a carefree and insanely determined guy who gains rubber powers after eating a mysterious fruit. His goal? To find the legendary treasure called the One Piece and become the king of the pirates. I'm guessing he didn't find that yet, right? Yeah, he didn't. Just about the treasure. Along the way, Luffy builds a crew called the Straw Hat Pirates, and each member has their own dream, like becoming the greatest swordsman, mapping the world, or finding a mythical sea. The world itself is huge and full of crazy islands with unique cultures, powerful enemies, pirates, marines, warlords, deep mysteries like the lost history and deep mysteries like the lost history and what the One Piece really is. What makes it stand out? Strong emotional moments, you will get attached to characters, okay? Epic fights and power systems, long-term storytelling. Secrets from early episodes matter much later. In one simple line, it's about a group of misfit pirates sailing the world to achieve their dreams, especially... Oh, the anime is older than your age. When was the anime start? When did the anime start? 1999, I think. 1997. And when did you start? Like, when did your life start? I won't be surprised if the amount of hours in this anime could be longer than some people's entire lives out there. And the manga is 1997. Oh, but it got actually premiered in 1999. Holy shit. Alright, especially the one guy who refuses to give up no matter what. If you want, I can tell you why it's so popular or whether it's worth watching. Okay, is it worth watching? Worth watching? If you're okay with a long journey, well, it's definitely long as hell. How long is it? Yeah, like, how long is it? How many hours? But it's getting close to its ending. How successful it is and how it translates. Okay, there is 462 hours, 19 days of non-stop viewing based on the current count of 2,155. Okay. What do you mean One Piece? What do you mean One Piece? Is that another way of saying One Piece? Huh? What the hell is that? The definitive One Piece viewing experience. One Piece is a fan project that recuts the One Piece anime in an endeavor... What? Edited version? Okay, how do I use it? Alright, that 1080p. Okay. Alright, hold on a sec. I can't show that on stream, but I wanna check something. Huh? I was hoping... So I'm trying to understand what's happening here. So what are these 4 videos exactly? How long do these 4 videos cover? How many episodes? Small time wasting in a particular episode. There are a lot of... Do you guys know Detective Conan? Like Detective Conan? Since I was a kid... Yeah, I know the music will be copyright. Since I was a kid, I was watching this guy trying to find the guys who made him small. And now I'm 30 years old, and 31 actually, and he still didn't find them apparently. Yeah. Did he find them? He didn't, right? Is Detective Conan over? No, Detective Conan is not over yet. Did he find who made him small? Yes and no. But somehow turned back into a kid again. Okay, so alright, Ghost Conan knows who... Okay, he knows who did it, but it hasn't defeated them yet. He was poisoned by Jin. Jin. I'm guessing this is Jin? Or not? Oh! I remember that guy actually. I sort of remember him. Okay. With vodka. The spray... Okay. They belong to the black organization. The drug is called Kaze Kaze, created by the organization. Taking down the black organization. The boss identity is revealed in the story, but the final confrontation hasn't happened. He's still mostly stuck as Conan, hiding his identity. Important was the scientist who made the drug is now actually on his side and helping him. Really? The scientist who made the drug? No, that doesn't make sense. That girl is the one that created the drug? Really? Honestly, if I'm gonna look, my problem is not this. My problem is I need a website, okay, that will make me watch the anime and then start the next episode immediately after the first one, because I'll be eating while I'm watching. This is kind of my biggest issue right here. If I could find that website, I might actually give One Piece a shot. I mean, that's kind of the problem. That has always been the problem to me, to why I do not watch anime much, because they are so short in terms of episodes. So yeah, they're so short in terms of episodes, and that's a problem to me. Like while I'm eating, I'm watching a 17-minute freaking episode, and then it finishes, and then I have to, I don't know, go wash my hands to be able to continue watching the damn thing. So it's kind of annoying. That's why I don't watch anime when I'm eating. YouTube is the best fucking thing to watch while you're eating because it does that. But also, regular episodes from regular TV shows, they're like 50 minutes. That's enough. That's enough for one sitting. What is that? What is that? Okay. Recent Brother Impossible. One Piece live action is 45 minutes, a good easy start and good adaptation. One Piece live action? Live action. $16 episodes. A huge, a major freaking difference. 1,155 and 16 episodes. Holy shit. Is the series over? I have no idea. Like what? Well, to cover the starting arcs, cover the story. How do you have time to watch all these things, man? So you basically watched the entirety of One Piece. You watched Breaking Bad. You watched Better Call Saul. You watched Detective Conan. Did you watch Game of Thrones? Did you watch Game of Thrones? I don't understand what that is, man. Is that it? Long... Oh yeah, long commute. I'm not sure what that means. Long commute. So, a video.
If this setup alone is already...
Alright, I don't want to watch it, but you're just telling me why I should watch or read One Piece? So you finished watching Game of Thrones, right? Did you watch? So let me ask you this: did you watch Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms? You watched all these three things? Right. Top 10. So you watched Game of Thrones until the very end, but you did not watch any prequel, is that right? Yeah. You know, I made a video before about I remember when I made that video. Oh, there it is. It's about... I mean, don't watch it now, you can watch it later. But anyways, oh, it didn't do so well anyway. What happens to Aristark, the west of Westeros? Yeah, I basically imagined the script of what could have possibly happened to Aristark when she went to explore west of Westeros. I don't know. I think the story I made was kind of good, but the video didn't do very well. Is this video receiving attention or something?
They literally...
Yeah, whatever. You're sorry about what? What are you being sorry about? Okay, top 10 anime. Let's just ask that, you know, let's just ask that. Let's see what he's gonna say. Attack on Titan is number 1. We'll watch it later. I like your content. It's nice, unique, and has distinctiveness. Distinctiveness. Dude, English isn't my first language. I don't know what some of these things mean. Distinctiveness. تميز. اختلاف طابع خاص. تمام. Well, thanks, man. Okay, so number 1 is Attack on Titan, number 2 is Death Note. Is actually, you know, whenever you introduce anyone to the anime world, you basically introduce him with these two animes. That kind of is... I remember I watched Death Note a long time ago, but I don't really remember it. But I remember that its ending was disappointing. That's what I remember. But other than that, I really don't really remember much of it. Okay, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, Naruto, One Piece number 5. Crazy long, well worth it. Demon Slayer. Okay. Hunter x Hunter. Dragon Ball Z. I'm surprised Dragon Ball Z is that low. Okay, top 10 worst anime. X-Arm. Terrible CGI. Stiff animation, looks like a broken video game. Okay. School Days. Starts normal, ends in chaos. Infamous ending made people angry. Mars of Destruction. Skeleton, Pupa. What's going on? What is going on? Naruto Next Generation? The Promised Neverland Season 2. Really? Neverland? I heard that Neverland was a good anime, but apparently Season 2 was not good. Tokyo Ghoul. قصة مجا خرافية جدا. X-Arm. Okay, Pupa. School Days. Someone's being killed here. ايه نهاية صادمة جدا بطريقة مش حلوة. Mars of Destruction, Skeleton, Is that even an anime? غريب. It's because of bad animation. You told me you're 20 years old, right? Bad animation. Okay, there was actually an anime about Attack on Titan characters as kids. 29. Oh. Are you like married and with kids or something? I mean, I'm not. I'm 31 and I'm not married and do not have kids. But Attack on Titan Junior High. Is that good, man? Is that show good? Yeah. How many? Not married, no kids. Yeah, same here. How many episodes? Yeah, 12 17 دقيقة. فهي خلاص في يومها بسهولة. This is so weird. Why did they even create this? Why did they create this?
I was recently looking for a...
These types of alternative universe show by spin-offs aren't uncommon in anime and manga. It's just supposed to be a lighter-hearted world they live in where the stakes aren't as high. To attract kids, because the original show is to adults. Well, why do they need to attract kids? I mean, like, the original show is for adults, and people who will want to watch this are people who are familiar with the characters. So why do they want to attract kids? I mean, I don't get it. To pretend that this is the main timeline and all my favorite characters are still alive. Okay.
Oh no, Aaron just slept in, so he's late for his very first day of school. And
What?
after this trope, again, and again.
Keep the name out there. Did it succeed? Yeah. Short answer, yes, but only in a limited way. Where it succeeded كان نجح مع الفائز بتوع. Hey, can you just talk English, please? Just Jesus Christ. Stickers and things like that. Okay. Yes, but only moderate niche way. Popular among fans of Attack on Titan. Fun light comedy compared to the dark original. Cute, chibi versions of characters were well liked. Okay. There are Titans in this thing? So this is the reason wire broke. Oh. Okay. Easy to watch, short episodes, simple humor. Where it felt short, not very appealing if you're not already a fan. Appealing if you're not already a fan. Humor is basic and sometimes repetitive. Okay. Didn't reach mainstream or big hit status. No continuation, only one season. It succeeded as a fan service comedy spin-off, but it was not a major standalone success. Its release date, I think it was 2017, right? They finished the whole damn thing in 2 months. You know, I want to watch all that shit. I want to watch Attack on Titan and Attack on Titan Kids anime and all the other shows, you know, whether it's... You know something also interesting? I enjoy TV shows from my country way more than international TV shows, whether it's Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad and these animes and whatever. Like I'm gonna tell you something. This is this right there, okay, is a TV show in my country. In my opinion, that's the best thing I've watched in my entire life. You know? Like, literally, the best thing I watched in my entire life, including everything I watched from international movies and animes and whatever. Like, seriously, my country is good at movie making. Some movies my country make are bad. Some TV shows my country make are bad. But some of them are really, really good. So this one is, yeah, in my top 10 TV shows I've watched of all time. And also maybe... religious TV shows like Devil and stuff. I heard Egypt was very strict with media. No, actually, there is a TV show that comes every Ramadan. I don't know if you know Ramadan, but I think you know. You told me that. I'm not sure if you were the one who told me that you. Okay, anyways. There is a TV show that comes every single Ramadan. In Egypt, it's called المداح. المداح. You're the Indian dude that you told me that you like Allah, right? Yeah, okay. Anyways, المداح يعني المداح دلوقتي this one right here, it's all about devils and religious people trying to fight the devils, and the devils are trying to take over humans and destroy them or whatever. I don't watch it. But it was it's all about religious stuff, you know? I don't even know what Rumi is. What the hell is Rumi? Galal, a famous poet, Islamic scholar, and he wrote spirituals about God and the soul. And who is he? Talk-ish. Yeah, there is a maddah, but no, in my country, for an example, you will not find TV shows or movies that talk about any religions other than Islam and Christianity, and maybe Judaism, you know? But is it called Judaism or Judaism? I don't even know, you know? Judaism, yeah, Judaism, okay. So these are the only three religions that you will find movies and TV shows kind of talk about them to a degree. But there are no TV shows or movies about Buddhi or Hindu or whatever. متصوف إسلامي عاش من حوالي 800 سنة وكتب كلام كله عن حب لربنا والروح وكلام لحد دلوقتي ناس كتير بتقدر تأثر بيه. Yeah, he's one of the greatest poets in my opinion. You don't understand Arabic, right? So you are reading to this guy translated poets of him, which kind of defeats the purpose of poet. I mean, I'm just making sure you don't understand Arabic, right? Because if you do not understand Arabic, then you reading this guy's poets in English won't exactly tell you how he writes. I mean, Arabic poets are strong because of their Arabic I understand, yeah, but the thing is, Arabic poets are strong because of their Arabic punctuation and way to express their feelings and using them, you know? I mean, Arabic is kind of, well, no. No, they did not talk about him in school at all. They talked about Taha Hussein. Don't know if you know him. Taha Hussein. He was a blind writer. We also know about Naguib Mahfouz, who somehow gets confused with Taha Hussein a lot. Like, a lot of people actually get shocked that Rumi quotes. Let's see. Hindi in Arabic. رباعيات جلال الدين الرومي. إن كنت تبحث عن مسكن الروح فأنت روح، وإن كنت تفتش عن قدر الخبز فأنت الخبز، وأنت تستطيع إدراك هذه الفكرة الدقيقة من كل ما تبحث عنه هو أنت. Okay, you know what? I mean, maybe that's deep, but it kind of sounded... He's basically saying if you are looking for a house of the soul, you are the soul. If you're looking for a piece of bread, you are the bread. If you could understand this very specific moment, then everything you're looking for is yourself. I get it, man, I get it. But maybe someone is actually looking for a piece of bread. Then he can't just eat himself. I mean, I understand he's trying to be he's being deep and all, but I'm not sure how this example works. If you're looking for a piece of bread, you are the bread? No, you're not. No, you're not. You need a piece of bread, you need to keep looking, I guess. I mean, the house of the soul, maybe it does make sense. Yeah, sure. I know it's just expression, I understand that, man, but I don't think the example of the piece of bread makes sense. like the example of the soul house, then you are the soul, that makes sense, it's fine. But if you're looking for a piece of bread, you are the bread. What is he trying to say from that statement? Like, you are the bread. Like, I really want to understand that example. I mean, I can't see any deep meaning towards it. Maybe it will make sense. You are the bread. No, the bread. The bread. Not the breath, man. You don't understand. The bread. If you're looking for a piece of bread, the one that's eaten, you are the bread. So, yeah, okay, ما نعميك شوية. بمصر ببساطة انت بتدور على حاجة. Dude. Yeah, bread. So, okay, لو انت بتدور على حاجة زي قطعة خبز، يعني حاجة تسد احتياجك المكان، في الحقيقة ان الحقيقة اي حاجة جواك اصلا انت نفسك هي اللي محتاجاها. يعني ايه؟ انك ساعات بتفضل تدور بره على السعادة، الحب، الراحة، لكن كل ده موجود فيك من جوه، بس انت مش واخد بالك. بالمختصر انت مش ناقصك حاجة، انت بس محتاج. Okay, yeah, I understand the point. I understand what he's trying to say. Okay, he's trying to say that you do not need anything. Everything you need is within you. But I just think that the bread example doesn't make sense. But you know, whatever. Okay. أيها البشر الأتقياء التائهون في هذا العالم، لما هذا التيه من أجل معشوق واحد؟ ما تبحثون عنه في هذا العالم ابحثوا في دخائلكم، فما أنتم سوى ذلك المعشوق. Okay, he basically said the same exact thing but the different way. He's saying the same exact thing as the previous quote but in a different way. He's saying why are you so lost because of a single lover, you know, that you're looking for in this world? Yeah, maybe. That you're looking for this world, look inside you. Okay. He's basically saying, why are you so lost because of some woman that you love? Look inside you. You are the person that you love. Okay. What else do you want to say? Okay. I mean, I don't know. Look, this could, like, this statement could help if someone actually broke up with a woman he loves and he's trying to forget her. Maybe. عيوننا ما تراك لكن عذرا لنا فالعيون ترى مظهرا لا حقيقة. Okay. عيوننا ما تراك لكن عذرا لنا فالعيون ترى مظهرا لا حقيقة. Yeah. Okay, this one's actually pretty good. Like, I kind of dislike the first two quotes. The second quote was like meh. The first quote, the bread part, didn't really make sense. But this one's kind of good, yeah. Our eyes don't see you because eyes only see appearances, not the truth. Yeah, that's true. Okay. العشق نبع فانغمر. Alright. Okay, he's saying that falling in love is like a deep water, so sink, something like that. حسبت إني حكمت نفسي فتأسيت على زمان مضى أخذا في اعتباري شيء وحيدا أعلمه لست أدري من أنا. إني حكمت نفسي فتأسيت على زمان مضى. Alright. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. I'm guessing he's saying that you should not judge yourself because you don't really know who yourself is. Okay. أنا أشبه أنا وأحدنا يشبه الآخر. What? What? Okay. Okay, this one is so fucking weird. لا حب أفضل من حب دون حبيب ليس أصلح من عمل صالح دون غاية لو كان تتخلى عن السوء والحذق به فتلك هي الخدعة الماكرة. No. Who's that? Poet and man. I don't really read poetry, but alright, let's see some of his quotes, I guess. Good reads. I don't want to continue with anything, just go. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you simply without the problems. Well, thanks. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you simply without problems or pride. I love you in this way because I do not know any other way of loving you but this, in which there is no are you. So intimate that your hand upon my chest is my hand, so intimate that when I fall asleep your eyes close. Okay, he's a lover, that's for sure. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved in secret between the shadow and the soul. Love is social. Okay, he apparently loved the woman like crazy. I'm just kind of curious, did she love him back? Because alright, let's see something. Oh, he obviously died, but let's just say that he died in 1973. Marriages, he was married 3 times. Holy shit. Okay, apparently he was writing poems to his last wife. Very famous in his poems. Born with health problems and holy shit, really? Okay. If you want, I can tell the story of his love and with multitude. It's actually one of the most famous poetic love stories ever. Okay, so apparently I'm kind of curious how beautiful that girl is that he wrote all these damn poems on her. Where is she? Okay. Let's go. عصير الستر. I don't think she's pretty. Maybe because she's old. She was old when he married her. She was his 3rd wife, so I guess she's old. But yeah, she's not pretty. Well, how old was she? 54 years old. What? The love story starts years before the marriage, and she became inspiration behind. Okay. Age when he started loving her. Both their ages. You know, I fucking love ChatGPT. You know, it kind of feels like someone you can ask anything. Okay, let's see. The relationship started as Kaza at that time, 4748, Maltida, 3940. Okay, that's kind of young. So the age group. Interested in art? Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know about my Michelangelo and stuff, but what is a pita? I know Michelangelo, but what is pita? أصلها إيطالي. بيتا، الشفقة، الرحمة، الحزن العميق، المليء بالحنان. Oh, it's a statue. Here's Maryam. Oh, it's a religious thing. What does Michelangelo? I don't understand. Who is Michelangelo? And what he had to do with it? He's the one who built the statue? What am I sure, right? Yeah. What he had to do with this. Turkish. كان فنان إيطالي عظيم جدا عاش في عصر اسمه رينيسانس، وكان عبقري في النحت، الرسم والعمارة، نحت التمثال، نحت منى، وعمل تمثال رسالة عن بيتا. So this now that you're asking about this, a statue like that would be a sin in Islam, because that moves me. There are people in the stone, I just hear them and give them freedom. Not exactly, but the message was that. A famous quote from who? Michelangelo? So there are people in the stone. He's talking about his statues, or he's talking about dead people in the graves? I'm guessing the statues, right? Anyways, like I said, yeah, this statue right there will be blasphemic in Islam, because in Islam you're not allowed to draw or impersonate a prophet by any means, shape, or form. I know that maybe Jesus is considered a god to Christians. I really don't understand that part. Some Christians call him a god, some Christians called him a simple prophet, a regular prophet. But in Islam, he is a prophet. And since he is a prophet, we're not allowed to draw or make statues of him. It's forbidden. Sayyida Maryam, وهي السيدة مسيح على Hi Nathan, what's up? There's also something else I don't understand. Okay. After Jesus was crucified, did Maryam hold him? Yeah. هل السيدة مريم Alright, I want to understand. لا الكلام ده غير صحيح تماما. السيدة مريم حملت بالسيدة المسيح مرة واحدة بس. أم شايلة ابنها بحزن شديد. هل ده حصل في الحقيقة؟ I don't know if you know about this, but in Islam Jesus Christ did not die. في المسيحية ممكن، لكن مش مذكور بشكل صريح في الإسلام، لا، لأن قصة الصلب نفسها غير موجودة في المسيحية. الأناجيل بتقول إن مريم كانت موجودة وقت الصلب، وبتذكر إن جسد المسيح اتشوى ودفن، لكن مش مذكور صراحة إنها شالته في حضنها كده. مش نص حرفي من الكتاب. في الإسلام بيقول المسيح محصلش أصلا، بالتالي المشهد ده محصلش. الموضوع ده مش قصة مؤكدة بالنص، وغالبا تصور فني قوي جدا لحزن الأم، مش حدث مكتوب بالتفصيل. Do you know that in Islam Jesus Christ supposedly was never crucified? It was actually pretended, you know? Yeah. Okay, you know what? Actually, you can create a painting like it was drawn by Michelangelo. Let's see what he does us. I'll go to the bathroom real quick. It's saying you're trying to scam someone to make a... That's fucking stupid. Okay, hold on. I actually insist on doing that, so let's try Gemini. Oh, I forgot that I opened that. Okay, I'll close it for now. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ. About the what? ملحمة وقت مؤتمر في التاريخ جاي من الهند واتكتب. Alright, so there were two kingdom families that were fighting a war. The Bandav and the Koraf. It's good and evil. حبل اسمها Kurukshetra War. I don't know, did that war really happen? مش مؤكد خالص انه حصل حرب حقيقية بالشكل في القصة. اوكي نهاية القصة الضخمة. mythology. Yeah. So basically it's a mythology war between good and evil. Is that right? Who won the war? Who won? The Pandavas? The Pandavas were so good. What do you believe? Do you believe that this really happened? What is this? You believe that this war really happened? Okay. I know this guy. He's a Hindu god, I think. Okay, hold on a second. So who is the Krishna is the yellow guy, right? Yeah. Okay, I really want to understand something. Do you, for example, hold on. From Hindi. Who? His name. Lord Krishna. Shiva is the blue god, not Krishna? Oh. Okay, so I want to understand something. Okay, fine, well, but do you believe, for example, that this god exists? Like, you believe that this god Krishna exists up there somewhere? Or not? It represents the endless universe. That's why dark color. All right, let's see the quotes. Fine. Quote number 1: perform your duty without attachment. All right. It exists within me. We believe divinity is within every life. I don't. Divinity. I wasn't asking that. I was asking, do you believe, like, not within you, do you believe that this God actually exists out there somewhere? Okay, performing due to that attachment, the most powerful teaching comes from the timeless wisdom of the meaning. Okay, where's the second quote? You are your own friend or enemy. You know what? I can damn tell you that I am my own enemy, unfortunately. Like, I see. The most powerful teaching comes from the question about doing one's duty without result attachment. This timeless wisdom helps us deal with life's challenges while keeping our inner peace and clarity. No, I'm not saying. I'm just wondering if you believe that he actually physically exists or not. Like, you can just say no, he just lives inside me or something. Which I'm just curious what the hell you are thinking about all of these gods. Like, do you think they exist out there somewhere, or do you just think that they don't exist, but you within yourself believe they're within you or something like that? I don't freaking know. Perform duty without attachment. He died? Okay. So Krishna died. Yes, it have died, but the story depends on whether you view it as a mythology or history. Okay. A hunter named Jara saw Krishna's foot from a distance and mistook it for a deer. Ha! Okay. Jara shot an arrow that stuck Krishna. Realizing his mistake, the hunter was terrified, but Krishna forgave him. Okay. Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu, so his death isn't like the normal human death, it's seen as him returning to the divine realm. It didn't say here that he was born again. Oh, you're saying that he was born as a human, right? Was human? How long did he live? An avatar. Makes sense. So a historical person, so he's treated as a mythological religious figure. He was born as a human. So Vishnu is a god that was born as a human called Krishna, or who's Vishnu? Vishnu is a god? Vishnu versus Krishna. Who each of them is. Vishnu, God born as a human, Krishna, and many others. He takes avatar and mingled with people. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. One of the main gods in Hinduism, the preserver in the cosmic trio, believed to maintain balance in the universe. When evil rises, Vishnu takes avatar, forms on earth to restore order. He's an avatar of Vishnu. Alright, you know what? $125 years? No, it's not that. I mean, obviously, well, obviously, all Muslims will never believe any of that, but here's the thing, I also sometimes wonder, is Islam itself some sort of a mythical thing that humans invented, like all other religions? But here's something that's kind of interesting. It's not a proof, it just interesting. So history of the world. Yeah, what? Is this his brother? In this video, history of the world, I guess, this guy talked about many religions, but basically, the only time he talked about a god Prophet Muhammad splitting the moon, and there are many weird things. Okay, what exactly do you believe that it is mythical? You believe that Islam is mythical, or you believe that your beliefs are mythical, or both? Prophet Muhammad splitting the moon, and there are many weird things. Yeah. Hey, look, I am not disrespecting you. I'm not.
Japan has a kingdom, it's the Sunrise Kingdom. Deep in the Arabian desert, on the top of a mountain, the real God whispers in Muhammad.
The real... you believe that both are mythical. Okay. This debate has been going on my whole life. I mean... Yes, there are some weird things in Islam. Many weird things. And I think about them all the time. Here's the thing. Where I live, you can never talk about something like that with anyone. Anyone. Where I live, you can never talk about something like that with anyone. Like anyone who lives in Egypt or any Islamic country, they're 100% certain that Allah exists and Muhammad is his prophet, and that anyone who's not Muslim is going to hell for eternity, and the only ones that are going to heaven are Muslims. They're 100,000% sure of that. There's not even questioning it. And it's freaking frustrating. Like, you did actually give a good point right there. Muhammad splitting the moon is kind of weird. There is also other weird things, like for an example, the Quran kept saying things like, no, it's not death. No. The punishment of questioning is not death at all. As a matter of fact, you can be an atheist in this country. It's fine. And no one will do anything to you. Okay? So no, that's not the case at all. But what I'm saying is that you can't really have that debate with anyone. People will not really talk about it much. They are sure that Allah is real and Muhammad is real, and that's that. But legally speaking, you don't have to be a Muslim. You can actually, like in this country, if you do not pray, the police is not gonna arrest you. No, they don't care. Even though in Islam, you have to pray 5 times a day. And it's a huge, major sin if you do not pray. But still, if you do not pray, no one's gonna care. You know? No one's gonna do anything to you. So, yeah, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's 100 years after death and in a different place through her hearsay. No, hadiths. What do you mean it derives many things from hadiths? I want to understand what exactly you mean by that statement. No. No, the Quran does not derive things from hadith. That's not true. But that's not the point. The hadith is simply quotes from Muhammad. And it was not written 200 years after whose death? After whose death? No. The hadith is simply here's the thing. I'm not sure what you think hadith is, or maybe you're talking about something else than what I think. Hadith. So no, you're talking about, okay. Hadith is simply a quote from Muhammad. That's what hadith is, okay? And no, Quran does not derive anything from hadith. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. Like, Quran is the main source of all science. Was compiled after around 200 years of Prophet's death. Yeah. Well, look. Sahih Bukhari said that Muhammad said those quotes. That's all. Okay? Like, he's the one who informed people about them. And how did Bukhari know about this? Well, look. I just want to make sure. هو البخاري عرف الأحاديث منين؟ معها من الرواة وصار غير جدا. The Quran is the word of God, okay? It's the book that contains of all the verses that were said by God. Hadith is simply a quote that Muhammad said in his teachings, nothing more. God has nothing to do with it. A hadith is just a quote said by Muhammad. Now, your confusion is how, like Al-Bukhari did write his books about the hadiths 200 years after Muhammad's death. Well, the Bukhari was... That's not what you wrote, man. What are you talking? Supplement. What the... Alright, hold on a second. Oh yeah, it is supplementary to Quran, of course. But there are some hadiths that are assured and some hadiths that are weak, that we're not 100% sure that what happened? My Twitch is not live now, apparently. Why? Apparently. Why? Oh, it is. Apparently. Why? Oh. Yeah, okay. So... I don't understand. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. So basically, that's all what there is. So the Quran is the main book of the words of God. Hadith is simply quotes said by Muhammad. Some of them are strong, and Bukhari, the one that you said, is one of the strongest. Well, the strongest sellers of hadith, like mostly Bukhari, is 100%. People are 100% certain that all the hadiths that came from him were true, because he dedicated his life into collecting those hadiths. He went into different cities, he traveled all around Arab world and talked to many people to ensure which quotes were exactly said by Muhammad and which did not, you know? So that's the thing. But hadith is not exactly important. Like, the hadith is not like the Quran, obviously. I mean, it's simply like there is God's words and there is his prophet's words, which are still important and we should still care about them. But mostly the rituals that are very necessary are the ones that were written in the Quran. But the hadiths are mostly something called sunnah, which means the Muslims around Muhammad were the most barbaric. So that's why I don't believe in religion. I think it's man-made. Hussein mean? Who is Hussein? Who is Hussein? Here's what I think. If religion was man-made, it's for simply one reason. People are afraid of dying. Like, to them, like Shia mourn. The people who Shia mourn, well, Shia is considered a blasphemy. Shia is considered a blasphemy. How do I say it? A blasphemy branch from Islam, you know? Like, or at least that's what most people think in my country and all other countries. There are two branches of Islam. Sunnah is considered to be the real original one because it came from Muhammad. Shia, well, most people here think that it's a blasphemy branch because it came after Muhammad died by hundreds of years. So people are confused. What the hell are you talking? Like, Muhammad died and then hundreds of years later Shia came. Where the hell did it come from? Muhammad is the founder of Islam, so what are you talking about? You know, so that's why Shia is considered to be a blasphemy branch. But there are countries that are entire, like Ahmadiyyas. There are other branches as well. There is a branch called the Ismailiyya. I don't know much about it, but it's there, you know. Al-Ismailiyya is a branch also of Islam. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Ahmadiyyas. That's another branch, founded 1889. Holy shit. What? Founded 1889. No. That's no, I do not know about the Ahmadiyyas, but I okay. This right there is the only branch in Islam that most people believe that it's the real branch of Islam. It's called Sunnah, okay? Shia, the other ones like Shia, Ismailiyya, Ahmadiyya, they're all considered blasphemy branches. Alright? But they obviously are not considered blasphemy branches by the people that follow these branches, but they're very few. They're very few. Like the only blasphemy branch that has many followers the only blasphemy branch that has many followers is Shia. The entire country of Iran are Shia. But that's the only one. The other branches, there are very few of them. But you know, Sunnah is the only real one, supposedly. But there are a lot of questionable things to me. Like, for an example, I want to tell you something. In Islam, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I mean, الإسلام الإيه؟ الإسلام ظهرت في الهند وتركز التمسك بالقرآن والسنة وفق المذهب الحنفي. Okay, well, what's the difference? Between this and Sunni Islam. الفرق مش ده بين السنة اللي كانوا حكتوها لا الجمهور جزء من أهل السنة هي جنوبية. منها تتبع الفقه الحنفي، تهتم بالدراسة الشرعية، التقليدية والضبط الديني، عندها توجه صوفي مهذب. Okay, so basically, no, Wahhabism is a completely different religion. But what you're saying right here, that Deobandiyya, as far as what I understood from here, is basically some Muslims who are following the Hanafi teachings. There are 4 teachings in Islam, or there are 4 in the Sunni Islam. There are 4 I don't know how to call them in English. Schools of Islamic jurisprudence, whatever the fuck that is. Okay, schools. Yeah, schools is a good one. In Sunnah, there are 4 schools of Islam. The Hanafi, the Malki, the Shafi'i, and the Hanbali. Alright? Each one of them is a specific school with a specific teaching. Anyways, the religion that you just said that was invented in Hind, they seem to be Sunni guys who are just following the school of Hanafi, which doesn't seem to be wrong. But if they refuse main teachings of the Sunnah, then obviously it is wrong. So I'm not sure if they're doing that. I mean, are they completely 100% ignoring the 3 other schools? Taliban? Yeah. You know, there is a difference between religious people and terrorists. I think right here you're talking about terrorists, right? Like, it's too strict, they go beyond about they're terrorists. Am I right? So anyways, yeah, when it comes to terrorism, obviously they have nothing to do with Islam at all. They're like I said, there are crazy people from India, there are crazy people from America, and there are crazy people from Islamic branches. They have nothing to do with anything. Taliban student. I'm not sure. Taliban equals student? I thought you were talking about Taliban that there was some sort of terrorist move in India called Taliban. Isn't that what you're talking about? In any case, like I said, people in my country are 100%, maybe even 1000% sure that Islam is right and that everything about it is right. But there are a lot of questionable things in the Quran. Like, for an example, the Quran said many times in many different verses that the sky is simply something that is risen above us, you know? And in some verses it's mentioning that the sky is risen above us without pillars. And some other verses it says, why don't you see, like physically see with your eyes, how the sky is risen above you without pillars, you know? Such verses would make sense back in the day, in 600 AD. Yeah, I know the Talib means students, okay? They create the organization which rules Afghanistan currently. The religion they follow, which is originated in India. Wait, so Taliban is actually named after... Look, Taliban means two students, to be very precise. So Taliban named this organization after two students? Why? Anyways, let me finish what I was saying. There are many verses in the Quran that keep saying that the sky is risen above us. The sky is risen above us without pillars. Why don't you see? Why don't you look with your physical eyes to how we? Why don't you see with your physical eyes to how the sky is risen above you without pillars? You know, it's one of the ways the Quran was saying that God is almighty and all powerful and He can make anything happen. These verses would make sense perfectly in 600 AD when Muhammad came with his message, because people back then did not really know anything about what our world is like. Like, they didn't know that we were in a planet and there is outer space. Like back in 600 AD, people did not even know that we're living on a planet and there is outer space and whatever. But right now, after we 100% know that we're living on a planet and there is an outer space and there are other planets and there is a sun, solar system, all that stuff, what are these verses talking about? That the sky is risen above us without pillars, and we're supposed to see the skies risen above us without pillars. What did they mean by that? There is no sky risen above us without pillars. That's simply the space. We're saying it from here. That's all. So yes. Yes, religious people are closed-minded. I 100% agree with you. And I've been in that debate. You know, I've been in that debate my whole life. I sometimes pray, I sometimes don't. But when you live in a society where everyone does something, you kind of have fear in your heart. Like, for example, when I don't pray, but I see everyone else rushing to go and pray El Dhuhr or El Asr or whatever, I feel scared. I was like, am I gonna go to hell alone? Like, really? Am I going to hell all by myself? They're all going to heaven and I'm the only one who's gonna burn in hell? You know, it's frightening. And to be honest, I wish I was born a Christian. I sort of wish I was born a Christian. For a very simple reason, Christians are not really forced to do anything. They can go to church or they cannot. It's fine, you know? And they're not forced to pray every day or anything. So basically, Christians do believe in God, but they have the complete freedom. You know, I mean, Christians do believe in God, but they have the complete freedom to just worship Him whenever they want, and they're not forced to do anything. They're not attached to doing anything. So I kind of envy them. I wish I was born a Christian. But now that I'm born a Muslim, I cannot really, it's one of the hardest decisions ever for a Muslim to just decide that, no, I don't believe in any of this religion says, and had renaissance. Okay, let me ask you something. What exactly do you believe happens after death? Like, what is your point of view to what happens after death? Like, after you die, you got shot in the head and you died. What happens next? What do you think happens next to you? Like, I'm kind of curious. I know the answer of Muslims, obviously. They have their very residence is required, reforms are required. Okay, just tell me this. What do you believe happens after death? When I die, it's just over. My problems are over. There is nothing to process. There is no signals in my brain. Oh. Okay. So, what's the point of religion then? Why do you believe in these gods or whatever? Do you believe in them because you think that they might solve your problems while you're alive? Your soul doesn't have an identity card. No, I'm guessing if you think that after you die you don't go anywhere, it ends, it's over, and that's it, you will lose consciousness forever, then there is no soul. Soul doesn't exist. You're simply 100% a brain. You're just a brain, okay? Attached with this human form that we're having right now and driving it, and once the brain dies, you die. It's that simple. Someone's looking out for you? Do you really think that's true? Or just an illusion? You really believe that someone's looking out for you? I mean, let's see something real quick right here. Like Christina Grimmie right here, okay? She was very religious, by the way. I was one of her followers. She was extremely religious. She was a Christian. Christina Grimmie was extremely religious. She was a Christian. She worked extremely hard in her life. She had a lot of things ahead of us and stuff. And then, in the age of 22, she just got shot and killed So I seriously doubt that someone was looking out for her. I mean, the only way someone's looking out for her is if there is an afterlife, and now she's living a good life in that afterlife. Then yeah, maybe in that case. But if you don't believe that someone's looking out for, like, if you don't believe in an afterlife, then this girl really, I don't know. She made a movie. That's pretty cool. Like, it's not fair, you know? You know, the thing is, the reason why, I mean, to be honest, praying 5 times a day is very, hard for me. And also in Islam, I seem the best. But when you grow old and experience the world, you come to know there are better singers. Oh yeah, sure. I don't think I'm not sure you liked your mom's lullaby when you were young. When you were young, you didn't really have an opinion. You just were living without self-awareness. So, but anyways, Ashara Dracola. Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, she never? I don't know. Maybe my mom sang for me. I don't remember, but maybe she did. You know what I think? If religions were all fake, like the main purpose of religion is that people are afraid of death, I mean, they just don't want to believe that death is the ultimate end and that there is something in the afterlife. There is something more to look forward into. And religion is the only thing that's providing them with that. There's basically nothing else. Oh. Did she raise you though? Did your parents raise you, or did they abandon you? I hope they raise you. I don't know. Does India have that kind of problem? That parents don't really care? I mean, I know that the United States could have that problem to a degree. I found your account like 10 years ago when you made the Yuvo video. Oh, it took almost a decade to find your account again. Though thanks for the video. You made. Videos you made. Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. They made your childhood sound like 10 years ago. It's kind of weird. You could have searched for that Yuvo video again. But anyways, thanks, man. I appreciate it. If anyone can believe anything as long as it doesn't harm others, it's just fear mongering. I know. Anyone can believe anything. I'm not saying anything is fake, but I'm just saying that this could be the reason why people do believe in such things. They don't want to think that death is the ultimate end. But I guess we'll never know until we die. India has too much parent involvement, but mine left me alone most of the time. They did not abandon me, they gave me money, sometimes came to meet me. You're saying that you weren't living with them? You weren't living with your parents when you were a kid? That'd be weird as fuck. Like what? You were living alone or living with other people or what? How? How can a 9-year-old live alone? Okay. And you were what? Like you were working and earning your own money to support yourself since you were 9? How did you even get a place to live? Did you rent an apartment or something? It's kind of weird. The voice. They gave you money, house. I don't think that's bad. I mean, look, it would be bad if they just abandoned you and you're on your own, but they gave you money and a house? You know what? I've never heard of a parent giving their son a house before. They basically just take care of them, and when they're old, they gave you money and the house and everything other than the presents. I mean, you know what? No, I'm not sure. But if they actually did that, they don't seem to be very bad parents. I mean, I'm guessing if they did that for you, they could be better than mine. I'm not sure. But yeah. So you've been living alone since you were 9 until today? You've been living alone for 20 years? I mean, yeah, if your parents were shitty, they would just send you to an orphanage and not do anything to, like, not have anything to do with you. But giving you money and giving you a house, they just didn't care what I was doing. Too much freedom for a child is not great. I'm not sure how that... So, were your parents together or did they divorce or what? What exactly made them decide to just give you your own house and they go live in another house? It's kind of weird. I mean, one thing for sure is that they're pretty rich then. I mean, they could afford 2 or 3 houses and then they just gave you your own and they lived in the other houses. That's weird. Golden Age of India. They were together, they just lived at a different place for convenience purposes. Ah. Okay. And why didn't they take you with them? It's interesting to know other people's stories, you know. I mean, I did leave my parents in 2016, but they didn't exactly help me in anything. I'm the one who got my house. I'm the one who got everything. So, yeah, it was kind of tough, but I live in a pretty decent apartment now, I guess. Not very fancy, but it's not bad. Like a small apartment, but I like it, I think. But I would very much have appreciated if my parents gave me a house. That would have made things a trillion times easier. Not gonna lie. In a school, I mean... Oh. They don't want to change your school. So... Oh. Well, the delay in the stream is not so bad. So you were alone since you were 9 years old until now, for 20 years. I gotta tell you something. Did you study something? Did you go to college? What do you do for a living now? Like, to me, I studied engineering. And I work as an engineer now. Most of the time, what? What were you answering? Oh yeah, most of the time you were living alone? Okay. In a year, she visits for 10 days or so. What about your father? He was visiting too? Corporate lawyer. Okay, I know what a lawyer is. I'm not sure what corporate means. Oh, you're a lawyer? Oh, you did tell me that. So basically you are one of these lawyers that work in a company. So you work in a company. Oh, sorry to hear that. You work in a company and in the legal department, right? Okay, and you're happy in the company you're in? Is that job as a compliance officer, like for example, have you worked in many companies and you move from one company to another all the time? Or do you just work in the same company for a long time? I mean, to me, I actually, like, I've been in the same company for 5 years now, and I feel stuck as hell. I feel stuck as hell. I've been in the same company for 5 years, and I cannot move. It's kind of shitty, but yeah. Oh, great. So how long did you stay in each job? Like, for example, how long have you been in the current company you work in? Like month, a year, 2 years? هنقول شركة. Do you have LinkedIn? I don't know. I can't search that name of it. Current company 1 year, previous one 2 years, and before that 1.5. Yeah, I envy you. I envy you. I've been in the same fucking company for 5 years, and I can mostly because I'm in kind of a shitty career, where most of the job opportunities, you do have LinkedIn. Oh really? How do you get your jobs then? Prescient? I bet it or not, prescient. Vipani? Prescient Vipani. That's not you. That's the only Prescient Vipani I could find. It says here that you're a secretary. You studied commerce? I'm confused. Yeah, it says that you're a secretary and you studied commerce. Your job is called company secretary. Okay, you studied commerce? So not law? Oh, okay. I mean, in my country, you cannot have a law job if you do not have a law degree. Like, I'm not sure I understood your job very well, but in my country, there are some people who work as lawyer of legal matters. Okay, a lawyer of legal matters that gets hired in a company, and he takes care of all its legal stuff. But you cannot have this job without a law degree. Obviously, commerce will not land that job in a million years. You need a law degree. So that's the thing that confused me. Maybe it's different in India, but right here, in order for you to be a lawyer of legal matters, what's IGSA? What's IGSI? A pre-professional program regulated by national government designed to train experts in corporate legal compliance and security. Okay. It's like a course. Well, okay, whatever. Still, in my country, you just can't work as a lawyer in the legal matters for a company unless you studied and got your law degree. Commerce will not cut it, and IGSI, well, we do not have that, but we have many different types of courses in my country as well. And in my country, definitely a course like that will not cut it. You need a law degree. There is no other way around it, you know? Well, let me ask you something. Can you work as a lawyer? Like, with those degrees you have, can you work as a... Okay, with these degrees that you have, can you work as a lawyer, as an attorney? I don't think so, but I'm just asking. What is CPA? Certified public accountant? I don't think that's it. There is also a law degree which will allow me to take civil and criminal matters. I can represent my company as an attorney, can't take civil or criminal matters. Are there other matters? I mean, okay, you can represent your company as an attorney in what then? Is there something else other than civil and criminal matters that your company can get sued for? Well, this is my LinkedIn. I started civil engineering in Ain Shams University. And yeah, I was a site engineer, and now I'm a senior civil technical office engineer. Fraud, embezzlement, scams. You can represent your company as an attorney in these things. Okay, in my country you can't. You basically cannot do anything that is related to law without a law degree. You cannot be an attorney. You cannot work as a, whatever it's called, lawyer in the legal matters for a company. You cannot do anything that's related to law without a law degree. You can't do that. So you learn something every day. Apparently in India, you can do that with commerce. It's kind of interesting. Do Indians care? Do Indian people care about getting things like PMP and MBA, or they're not really very popular there? reduce the burden of court. They have specialized courts. So apparently, what degree you're talking about? The ICSI. So you're saying that the ICSI is a degree that kind of reduces the burden of courts, and there are specialized courts for you? I don't know what the ICSI is. I've never heard of it before, but commerce doesn't allow you to present. Obviously, it didn't. I did commerce, and then the thing allows me to become a compliance officer. I got that part. Obviously, commerce wouldn't. Just basic things. I did extra. Yeah. We do have commerce in our country, so yeah, we know. Commerce is considered to be, in my country, like they always say, commerce is the easiest college, and engineering and medicine are the hardest two colleges. And everything else is kind of in between, like the law degree, the social... Indians are crazy about MBA. Okay, and PMP. Are Indians crazy? Yeah, engineering. Look, I can 100% assure you, engineering college was the hardest thing I had to go through in my life. Like, it was fucking disaster. But thank God I got my degree and got away with it. Engineering was extremely hard to me, to the point that I really want to take the PMP. I really want to take the PMP, but I just don't think I could ever possibly study again. I'm done. Like, engineering took all of my studying powers. But I guess it was worth it. I guess I now work as an engineer in a company. I don't think I would have had my same salary working as anything else. So yeah. What's crazy competitive in India? You're talking about engineering or what? So Indians are crazy about MBA, but are they also crazy about PMP? Engineering medicine, IAS public officer. So just tell me this: are Indians also crazy about PMP, or is just the MBA? A Dumbo? That's kind of one degree. Depends on how you call a degree. Yeah, like technically speaking, I have 2 degrees because I have a diploma as well, but no, that's not how it works in Egypt at all. Most people only have 1 degree. That's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb. Like, why do people care how many degrees someone? I mean, United States, people sometimes just have high school diploma. No, that's fucking stupid as hell. That will never work in my country. No. They do MBA and get into a bank? No. Okay, it's kind of interesting. All right, man. Look, I'm gonna end it now. It was nice talking to you. All right. Have a good one. Bye.